All set? Thank you very much, folks, for showing up for this fast call meeting. Parks, Recreation, and Leisure Activity, October 21st, 1 p.m. at Charlotte City Hall. Call the meeting to order. Any of the conflicts of interest?
None.
Seeing none? Councilor Drown, you're okay?
No. I'm okay, thank you.
Thank you. Approval of the agenda?
Moved.
Moved by Councilor Bernard, second by Councilor Drown.
Second,
Adopt-
thank you.
Okay, adoption of the minutes, October 7th, 2025.
I'll move.
Moved again by Councilor Bernard, second by Councilor Drown. Was there any business arising for those minutes? See
No.
none?
Not for me.
Okay, let's go right to reports. As you said, we're under a time limit today because there's another meeting coming in here. So we pass it over to our manager, Mr. Frank Quinn.
All right, so the first item there is award of the RFP for engineering services for Simmons Artificial Turf Field. We went out to request proposals here recently. We received 2 bids, and we're recommending that they're the low bid submission, but they also were the highest scoring bid from CBCL Limited in the amount of $116,500 plus applicable taxes. There's a bit of history there, just talks about, how long this sort of artificial turf field has been discussed at this location. CBCL does have experience with that location as well, since they conducted the artificial turf field assessment report back in 2016, 2017. Recently this year, as it indicates, we had met with the privateers. They presented at our committee to consider constructing 2 CFL artificial turf fields to be located at Simmons. We brought forward during the capital budget and was able to receive approval to construct 1 artificial turf field. The location hadn't been decided right at that time, but then in April, the location of Simmons was confirmed. And then we issued the RFP here recently, September 23rd. It was posted for 2 weeks, and we extended the deadline another week to allow for the proposals to be submitted. Just to give you an idea, the scope of work for this project will include the successful proponent producing detailed designs, construction drawings, cost estimates, tender documents, and other design and administrative tasks associated with this type of work. This stage of proposal is expected to start this fall, which is the design part. After the resolution to award has been passed, and then construction will start in the spring. We would plan to go out to tender probably in January, February, so we can have it awarded in March, and then the project would start as soon as possible in the spring.
So this tender is for what?
For the artificial turf field, for the
Turf
engineering
field,
service.
So what are you saying we're gonna go out in January for?
It'll be the tender to the construction. So we'd be going out, probably would be February is what the
Oh, yes,
schedule.
yes, okay.
Yeah, so we're trying to get ahead. This is one of the challenges when you don't have a project awarded till later, then you have such a short season.
Well, I thought you were awarding for construction. Okay.
No, yeah, so this is for the engineering. It's gonna take a bit of time to do up the design drawings right now too, because of the fact that we need to confirm the size of the actual
Right.
football field.
CFL, yeah.
And if it is going to be the new dimensions, that impacts the rugby.
Yes, I was reading that, they're talking about changing dimensions, Canadian Football League.
They
Yes, sir.
have, yeah,
They
they
have,
have.
they have changed it, yeah.
So is the end zone a little smaller?
Yeah, the end zones are smaller, the field is shorter, and the actual uprights are moved to the outside of the actual end zones. So
They're standard fields right now until the Grey Cup is over.
it's
But I guess
110.
starting 2026 is the new measurements.
How much smaller?
So it's going to 100 from 110, and the end zones are being reduced 5 yards each one. So they're going from 20 to 15.
So how does that impact us with our location?
Well, that's what we need to confirm. Is Football Canada going to be following the CFL in their new designs as the university is going to be, college, is high school. So that's something we need to confirm and get some answers before we actually design the field. Then also, depending on what that is, it will impact actually your rugby field, because your rugby field is the uprights are actually at the end of the field because there's no ends at the end zones. So that whether rugby will use the field, I think they've indicated they can use it for practice. So yeah, so there's some details that we need to work out. I don't see it taking us that long once we just need to have confirmation.
Right. And Frank, on that, you said that we're gonna put it out in January and construction or February, yeah. Once they start, how long of a project would it be? Any estimate on that?
Well,
It's gonna be
we'd be-
6 weeks or 2 months?
Substantial completion would be by the end of July.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so it's probably about a 3 to 4 month. So we'd like to get it awarded as soon as possible, then they can
And you start in
order.
the spring.
Well, yeah, and they can order the turf material, cause that's, right now, that would be the bit of delay. A lot of this material probably comes, whether from the US or whether from China, or where it comes from. I don't believe it's made here locally, but it could be, I'm
Yeah.
not sure, in Canada.
No, it's
So,
good.
I'll move it.
Council Drong, any questions?
so,
No, I'll second it.
and it's a very, we felt it was, both prices were reasonable, and this one is a really reasonable.
So this is going to council, right?
Going to council next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday. So moved by Council Bernard, second by Council Drong, move on to council. Thank you very much. Second one, Frank?
Alright, so the next one is to present the Montgomery Heights Park concept plan. You'll see it's in your package there. So there was a bit of process with this previously. We had initially, trying to find the report here. So there was initially a resolution passed in 2018, then it was rescinded, and a new resolution was passed in 2022 to accept the parkland. So we provided the detail. This parkland is 7.8 acres, this area that's in this Montgomery Heights parkland. It has a large woodland property, and there's also park pathways which are out around throughout the subdivision. So it gives some history about that. The approximate 6 acres of this parkland is woodland, and it was assessed by park staff in 2013. There's several different tree species in this area. For example, red oak, yellow birch, sugar maple, red spruce, which are some of the key species in an Acadian forest. A high population of yellow birch trees is present in various stages of the growth. And then some older trees are present, which are no longer common on PEI, so it's a very valuable piece of woodland. So it's one of those that also supports, wildlife, fox den, active red-tailed hawk nests, and a variety of other bird species. And in 2015, the city undertook an inventory of city street park forest cover, and this 6-acre forest represents a significant woodlot in the city of Charlottetown. So the woodlot contributes to the tree canopy of Ward 9, and in the fall of 2022, the woodlot was badly damaged by Hurricane Fiona. So part of our work is going to be working at addressing that as part of this plan as well. So during 2025, we went out, done a survey with area residents, obtained their feedback on a new park. Then we did a preliminary design, sent the preliminary design out for residents to review. They provided their comment. There was no concerns or negative feedback received on the preliminary concept. There was an overwhelming support to keep the park natural, which means keeping the trees in the area. The final plan was completed and placed on the City Hall website, and there was no additional feedback, so that was just recently placed there and closed, I think, last week. So if you look at the plan, the concept plan includes the retention and expansion of the existing woodland along the western edge of the property. The plan indicates natural trails throughout the woodland. The trails recommended in the concept plan will enhance the current forest health by placing fallen trees on the ground during the trail development. And the forest trails will be surfaced with wood chips as part of the forest restoration and brush removal. The park includes an open space for active play. The park runs parallel to Splendid Drive and will include a playground, a set of swings, a multi-use recreational court. And because this open space parallels the road, there will be some type of fencing running along the road just to keep people running out. So if you look at the plan, it's a very unique plan with nice having that wooded area in the middle. The retention pond, which was something we ended up having to put in, the developer had too, sort of adds a different feature at that end. And we'll be able to, connect our trails through there, and it'll connect the subdivision, the Fairdale Drive, Splendid Drive, and it'll connect people that they can walk through this wood area over to the school and whatnot. So
Very
Any
good.
questions on that?
Sounds good.
So basically, the treed areas, you're just gonna put trails, so you're gonna maintain as many trees as you can.
Yeah. So we'll be dealing with some of this, as Nancy had indicated there during her review of it, there's a lot of trees that are down, that needs to be, either dropped to the ground so that they're actually, but then there might be other ones that we will have to remove that could be hung up and whatnot, once we're in there. But very difficult to do now until we're actually making trails in to get to it. And then we'll be assessing the actual, health of the actual forest and see what needs to be done, working with environment, sustainability.
And Frank, the 50,000 allotted, that's for swings and.
So we actually have the equipment in stock, so this is for the install.
Okay,
Just the medium structure is probably about a $20,000 install by the time you actually include your box, your material, grading and whatnot, swing set. It needs to have landscaping done, but we're not gonna do the landscaping until we actually install the structures. We're hoping to get that done this fall. And this might not, we probably won't be getting the, next year we'll be coming back to put the trails in. We might do some trail work this year.
It's
but
an ongoing project.
So far, she went in.
Councillor Drong, any questions?
No, I don't, Kevin, that's great, great information, thank you.
Yeah, it is. So
So I'll move it ahead.
we need a motion, moved by Councillor Bernard, second by Councillor Drong, to move it on.
Sure.
Thank you very much.
And it's a subdivision that is growing so fast. This was planned to be a 10 to 15 year subdivision and it's developed in less than 5.
Oh,
So-
no, it's just unreal.
Okay, any other business? Anything under new business? You gentlemen like to bring up, or ladies?
I'd just like, I guess I have an opportunity, just like to say, staff's doing a great job, have done a great job, I guess, and the contractors are doing a great job on the trails that they're putting in down in the East Rowley Park, the park there. Took a couple of tours down there and it's come along great, doing a great job. So that's really good, I like the plan. The constituents in the area love the plan. Bunch have had their dog walks and everything out there already, I know we're not quite done with it yet, but, so, yeah, it's a good job,
Yeah, well,
good job.
taken us a few years, but
Everything takes time, but
it does.
the city's come along great. And I'd like to thank staff too for all their work and behind the scenes of everything. And I was out to Parkman, as I said, the council chambers 2 weeks ago for the national championship. Parkman's, the whole complex is beautiful out there.
Yes, it is.
And it's really being well used and all that, so staff, thank you again for all that. So,
Motion to adjourn.
motion to adjourn.
Move.
Moved by Councilor Bernard, second by Councilor Drong.
Thank you.